Hello everybody, excuse me, this is Janice, and today I'm going to show you the beginnings of a scrapbook layout. I've been actually working on this all week long. I have had a very busy week, and so I've only had little chances here and there to come in and work on it for 15 minutes or whatever. So I started with this here sketch, and I think I printed it on Monday, and now I can't remember where I found it. Oh my gosh, I need to figure that out. I don't remember. I'm so sorry. I was trying out a new printer. My husband got me a new printer last weekend, and so I wanted to try this out and see how it printed. So anyway, I don't have a double page spread. I only had one photo that I wanted to scrapbook, which is a picture of my son at the strawberry patch, his very first time, and my first time as well, and I think all of our first time at the strawberry patch. So anyway, I like to use sketches because sometimes I'm afraid that my layouts basically might look the same just because I arrange things in the same way, and so sketches help me to kind of break out of my normal, where I place my photos and where I put embellishments and things like that. So I look to these as a springboard. I very rarely keep it exactly the same. Although, if you're at a crop, and you know how it is, if you've been to a crop, or if you haven't been to a crop, what typically happens is a lot of chatting and not a lot of working. And I am a task-oriented person, which can be a very negative thing when people are trying to develop friendships and I'm just trying to get something done. It's really terrible. So I like sketches in those cases because it keeps me focused. But yeah, I can still talk and just work from this, and then in those cases I'm more likely to keep it exactly the same, just because I'm not really thinking creatively. I'm not immersed in it or anything like that, and that's okay too, because I can complete a task and I can talk at the same time. So this is the side that I basically allowed myself to be inspired from. Okay, so then I had this paper. I've had it forever. I've always known I wanted to take my son to a strawberry patch, and there's the picture with the beautiful, perfect sky. Can you ask for a more perfect sky? No. So cute. This is in Pappy's Patch in Oviedo, Florida. If you've never been there and you're local, they are open starting at 9 o'clock today until they get picked out. So go and check it out. Their strawberries are delicious. So I had this strawberry paper that was 12 by 12, and I cut it down to 10 by 10, and then I cut a white mat. Oh, and by the way, this is a 4 by 6, and I matted it with a 4.5 by 6.5 piece of paper. And then this I matted. This is 10 by 10, and then I cut a 10 1/8 by 10 1/8 because I wanted just the slightest 1/16 of an inch border around the strawberry paper, just to make it pop out and give it interest. And then this is a craft piece of paper, Coordinations Smooth, I think it's called. Smooth Core or Core Smooth, I don't know. I get this at Joann's when they have their awesome 6 for $1 or 5 for $1 sale. I just go and stock up. I'm hoping it's coming up soon. I wonder if they'll have it for Craft Month, since it's March and it's National Craft Month. So happy Craft Month, everybody. Oh boy, it's not straight. I really want this to be straight. I do have to be fussy about this. Okay. Still doesn't look straight, but we're going to be okay with that. Okay, and so this is going to get centered on this 12 by 12 piece of craft paper. Just put some ATG. We do have a crop today at Michael's, March 2nd. They're calling it Crop In now, and it's from 3 to 9 p.m. and it's $5. So, hey, maybe you can come. Maybe you don't have any plans today. It's going to be really cold today for us Central Floridians. Yeah, I think it's like in the 40s right now. That's cold, people. I don't care who you are. That is cold. And when you're used to wearing flip-flops and that's all you wear, that is kind of a bum deal right there. It's not flip-flop weather, although you will see them. That's how you know the native Floridians if you're here visiting. Just look around. If you see somebody in flip-flops when it's you know, like below 50, you know that they didn't really realize how cold it is when it's in the 50s. So, I'm not a native, but I am really getting there. Okay, so I cut this little chain here out of a case of this. It's called Scallop Circle Chain, and I thought I was going with, my theme is strawberries and bees and flowers, because that's a lot of what we saw there. I was able to show my son, you know, how the strawberries, where they come from, because you could see the blossoms, and then you could actually see in the center the strawberries forming. And so, you know, that's kind of part of my inspiration. And so, and those are my colors, you know, red and in like a neutral color, red, yellow, and white are my color scheme. So, and then I backed it with the black because I wanted the flowers to really pop off of this white. This is a piece of white that I cut to 1.5, and I just cut a little V there. Okay, so we're not going to set this down. What I really wanted to show you was that off of the Artiste cartridge, I cut out at 1 inch, I believe, or is it? Yeah, 1 inch, I cut out the letters I Pick You, because I thought that was perfect for him. And I took the back, to the back of the letters, I applied this two-way glue. This is the felt tip, chisel tip, I guess it's called. And, yeah, chisel tip. And you normally use the fine tip, but this is perfect for this. If you apply the glue to your image and you let it dry for a while, for a few minutes, basically it's temporary. Okay, so you wait till it's not blue anymore. While the glue is blue in color, it's permanent. Once it dries and it becomes clear, like it is here, then it's a temporary. So I wanted this to be temporary, because this is not going to be what I'm going to be doing. I am not wanting to adhere these permanently. This is going to be a mask. So all I'm wanting to do is put my letters down, and I'm going to paint over them with my Adirondack acrylic paint dabbers. And originally, back in, oh gosh, it's been several years now, I got them for this very purpose, and I've only used them in this way one time. I started with the Jenny Bolin ones because I was at Archivers in Georgia, and they had some samples of things that they did, and my friend Dawn was like, these are cool, I've never had one of these. And so she influenced me, and I said, oh, I'll try it. I'll just get kind of a neutral color and I can use it for a lot of stuff. Well, I haven't really. This is the malted milk, and while I love it, I just don't use them. So my acrylic paint dabbers is something that I'm really wanting to get some more use out of. So I'm just kind of arranging these letters. And I think I'm going to do something different here. I'm going to put the I way over here, because then I'm going to put something there. And see, this is what I love about this, is I can move them around. And then I have all of my elements that I've been working on all week long, and one of my elements is a little bee that I cut from Walk in My Garden. I love, and this is on another I don't know if it's best of 2006, or if you know out there which one it's in, just let people know so that they can find it. I'm going to create my visual triangle. There's going to be a third one, but I don't have it cut out yet. I need to go ahead and do that. I did have 3, but one of them got messed up. So anyway, what I'm going to do now is, now that I know that this is going to work, we're going to go ahead and we're going to use the white. And my white is all messed up, the bottle, because I wash the tip underwater. Now this time I didn't have to do it. All I did to get this one started was I primed it by squeezing on the bottle and squeezing here, and then you see the paint start to come up, and that's how I prime it. You can also just push down on your, say, your craft sheet or something like that. That works too, but I was doing it this way. So I'm going to make sure that all my letters are down, and I'm going to begin to, and I really just want to and you can go outwards if you want. And I have to say, this is scary because this is the only strawberry paper I have. So maybe that's why it's taken me all week to really get to this point. Okay. I just really love the way this technique looks. I like the messiness of it, because since I do a lot of boy pages, that's, you know, what I tend to do is be okay with it being messy. And then I just want to and then if you don't like the way it looks, and say you really just wanted the streaks to go sideways, you could still go in and, you know, add another layer. And what's really great is that this paint dries pretty permanently, so that's really cool. And then we're going to just kind of swipe it sideways. Okay, and that's it. And I may add a little more of it somewhere else, but let me get my tweezers and just lift off our letters. And if they get a little stuck down, just be patient, because I was pressing down on them pretty hard. And so there you start to see the title. Isn't that cool? Love this. And you could do this technique on, I'm thinking that, you know, I'm wondering how it would look with the picket fence. Although, you know, that's more translucent than this paint is. So that's why I didn't go with that. And I only had one strawberry paper, like I said. I did test it on the leftover pieces, the scraps that were left from me cutting it down with the paint. Uh-oh. Now this piece really... Okay, there we go. So as you can see, this is kind of something, you know, you got to take your time with. I just don't want to rip the paper, because it is paper, you know. And so I'm going to work on this some more. You don't need to watch this part, but you can see the whole idea. So I think what I'm going to do is maybe, I'm not sure. I was thinking about adding a little bit more, but I have so many elements to add to the page, I don't think I really need to do that. So I'm going to finish peeling that off, and I'll come back with the next part. So thanks for watching part 1.